You know, I think people, because of a lot of the discussions about crime and what have you, some people think this place is, has a big crime problem, a big gang problem. They think it's a Navy town, and this place is a relatively safe place for a big city. It is anyway. We've got our problems, but we're working on them. But I think people view it as, it's sort of in the shadow of Los Angeles, and they don't know much about it. I actually talked occasionally to some people who are fairly affluent people who are looking for a different place to live, get out of Los Angeles, get out of the West Side. And a couple of times, people say, well, how about checking Long Beach out? And they go, Long Beach?
Yeah.
And they'll think of it as, well, it's a Navy town, with tattoo parlors and that kind of thing. Yeah. So we just have to, things like the Grand Prix and the bike race that showcase the city and showcase what it's become really help. But that is a long-term deal. And I don't care how much marketing you do, I don't care how much cajoling you do, it's going to take people actually coming here and seeing the difference. And then we've got to do our part. We've got to make it better.
Yeah. How was the Grand Prix this year?
I had a lot of fun at the Grand Prix.
You had special duties this year, didn't you?
Yeah, well, I just, you got to walk all over the place. But I loved it. It was kind of nice. It was, the last year at Champ Car and Cal Coven's team won. That was really nice. And we had a good crowd. People had a lot of fun. But, auto races are weird. I don't know if if you stand in one spot, like on a track, I'm probably like everybody else. I have no clue who's winning.
Yeah.
Unless I'm looking at the TV.
Yeah.
I love it. How are you? I love speed, but it's unless you're up in a helicopter, it's really hard to see what's going on in the race. But people had a great time.
Yeah.
And I just think, it's with all the other events. I actually think that the Grand Prix Association had a great idea. We're not gonna. It'll be a good road race, but what we want to do is to make it a 3 or 4 day party. Yeah. And they put the green race in there and the drift cars. It's great. People just have a great time.
There's like 8 or 9 events now. So
have you ever been to the drift car?
Yeah.
Did you ride in one?
No.
No. Well, next year.
I know.
We'll do that.
I've already set it up.
It is amazing. I was not last year, but the year before. I was actually giggling so hard in that car. It was just hilarious. You go, well, whoever thought of doing this? We're gonna go. I got an idea. We're gonna go down the road sideways
at 100 miles an hour.
Yeah, and I'm going. Who would have thought of that?
Would you like to try our new sorbetto?
Huh?
It's our new beverage promotions that we're starting today.
That's really good.
Good?
Yeah, it's kind of tart. Hey, sweetheart. See you, baby boy.
Yeah, we'll go check out the park.
He's a good guy.
Yeah. Thank you.
All legs.
Have a good day. Yeah.
He's all legs.
You guys really seem to be on the same page on a lot of things. How closely do you work together?
We work very well. I think this last budget is a good example.
Right.
Theoretically, the city manager and the departments put their budget together, present it to the mayor. The mayor's got 30 days to work on it, massage it, change it, and then goes to the council for actually a little more than 30 days. Hopefully getting a final budget by September 15th. What we've done all year is work with him. We knew we were facing some fiscal challenges this year, so we've worked with him all along, and I'm really pleased with the budget we have. I think it's a much more collaborative effort between my office and his office, and I think there will be some changes, but we have a balanced budget. It meets all our core needs. It's going to deal with all our core services. I'm sure that there'll be criticisms here and there, but it is in balance. Mm-hmm. And I think he was able, both of us were able to work together to make sure that we produced a balanced budget that met our core services and did as little damage as we possibly could to things that we want to do.
Right. What were your first impressions of the city?
I'm not sure I even remember. I really love the beach area. Right. I live, it's hard not to like Belmont Shore. Right. I guess one of the first impressions was how efficient you could be here. When I was down here on a weekend, There were times I never moved my car.
Yeah.
You know, I'd walk to the gym, I'd walk to restaurants, I'd walk to the supermarket. I thought that was great. You know, being in the, and I also got the sense that it's not like a suburban community where a lot of times you just pull in your driveway and the garage door goes up, you're going in, you never see your neighbors, you never talk to them. Here, and this is the best place we've ever lived, and the best community we've ever lived in. You know, long before I ever decided to do this. And we knew all our neighbors, we socialized with them. You have a 4th of July party, and a couple hundred people show up, and it's just it's a different atmosphere. Right. So we fell in love with it.
Did you get a sense of the diversity of the city, or maybe the range of the city, all the different kinds of people?
Not at first, because you know as I said, you know, you tend to kind of isolate yourself, not deliberately, but you know, if you live in Belmont Shore, you kind of stay around that area.
Right.
But as I started driving around the city and also becoming more involved in civic issues, you really find how diverse this place is.
Right.
Remarkably diverse. But at first I didn't know that. But